What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Girrrrrl podcast with me as your host, Jade Cabrya. So, what's up, y'all? Let's get right into it. So, as y'all can see, there is no visual. If you are watching on YouTube, there is no visual. Girl, I don't even know where to start. It was just a hot ghetto mess. When I filmed the episode, my glam room is, for whatever reason, like these two rooms side by side in our house, the air is just not airing. Like it's definitely not giving central. It's just not, because it's so hot in these rooms, and I have no idea. Well, we do have some ideas to fix it, but I waited a little longer in the day or later in the day to film the episode. So I felt like I was a little hot, getting a little oily. And then after I finally edited the episode and uploaded it, oh, sorry. Before I even did that, while I was editing, I made a mistake and deleted some of my audio files, which hopefully after today I will not have to deal with anymore, because I have a new mic, which I kept talking about in my last episode, because these last couple episodes have been not the best audio wise to me. So sorry about that if you guys have noticed the audio difficulties that I've had. But again, a lot of things are trial and error. I don't have like a whole studio. Like, I don't have an entire studio like how I did in college. So it is a little different. I'm a one woman show, which has just been, but anyway. And then when I finally got it to upload on all platforms, half of the video was glitching. I still have no idea what happened. But all in all, I took that as a sign to just scrap it and let's just redo it. Because again, with anything, we just keep moving. So for today's episode, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really thought much of a topic. I literally just was like, I have to film again. I have to record another episode. So let's do it. And I just hopped up. Didn't really think about a topic, but I do know some things that I do want to talk about that have just been on my mind. And one of those things, like how I mentioned earlier about not having a team. Oh, I just was telling my friend today, like, it makes me get, like, I get a little emotional when I talk about it. And I guess it's just because I am realizing, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, at this big age of mine, that my village is like getting smaller and smaller. It is not funny, but it's just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what's going on? Um, I've just been in this constant state of reflection, and it's definitely not on purpose. It has not been on purpose at all. But I have just constantly been thinking about how, like, crazy that is, that the entire concept. Like, the older we get, the less friends you have. The older you get, or the more heights you reach, the less of a support system you have. And it's very odd. I was actually having this conversation with my therapist today and a friend of mine today. And I've been made aware that it's not just me. I'm not like singled out. Unfortunately, it's just a thing now. I don't know how else to really describe it, but it just seems to be a theme these days. Um, and I actually got on the topic because I was thinking about the nuclear family structure versus the extended family structure, and how a lot of days, or how nowadays, apologies, most people's structure is the nuclear family. It's not the extended structure anymore. And it's a conversation that I've been having for quite some time.
So, what sparked all of this was the fact that, like I said, I've been having this conversation for quite some time. I am a first time mom. My baby will be one soon. And I saw this video, I'm sorry, this post. It was a video attached that I did not get to watch yet, still, which I probably should before saying this. But basically, from the post and the context I just read, the lady was basically saying how the village that you're going to have when you have a child is going to be hired help. And if you can't afford it, do not have a child. Now, some may disagree, and it could be the delivery, but I agree with her to a certain extent. I do feel as though I am in a state where I need hired help. And not just with my baby, just life in general. Like the two go together. So it's not like it's a separate issue. It's really the same thing, just different types of help, right? And so and so with that, I've just been saying like, dang, like it just makes you think about, even look at the family structures, how we have the nuclear family structure, then we have the extended family structure. A common theme these days with Black Americans is the extended family structure is not structuring, baby. The extended family is nowhere to be found. And it's crazy because I'm not the only one that has had this issue or like brought this conversation up. And let me say this, y'all. I get it. Life is happening to everybody. We're going through it. I get it. I completely get it. Sometimes people can't even do for themselves, so how are they going to do for others? These are not the type of people that I'm talking about. I am talking about the people that absolutely should be here. I'm talking about the people that absolutely should have met my daughter. I'm talking about those people. The people that can go, I don't know, out the country, but not come 20 minutes down, or I don't know, however far away they live out of state, and do a visit. I'm talking about those people. Not the ones that are going through it, that can barely get up and brush their teeth and all of that. I'm not talking about those people. They're having a whole different battle that, I completely understand. So I don't expect for them to be there. But it's just true, like it's true. I remember just thinking like, damn, like I grew up around my cousins, aunties, uncles. My baby has not met not one aunt or uncle on my side of the family. Maybe a couple on her dad. That's sad. It's sick. Like people are so isolated in their own worlds. And it's like, I do feel like a part of that is from quarantine. I do. I do feel like COVID did a number on everyone, as I mean, it very well should have. We're in an economic crisis. People have lost loved ones. People are dealing with long-term effects. I was pregnant during the pandemic. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. But again, I'm talking about the people I know that could show up. It's really sad to see because it's like, damn. Oh no, and then let's even talking about how I've been having a conversation with a lot of women lately where they have to pay their mamas and their grandmamas to watch their babies. What is that? Black people, we are losing our souls. What? What? Charging your child to watch their child should be illegal, jail immediately. It should be an honor to watch that baby. You should be happy to watch that baby. Teach that baby some of y'all's traditions or cultures, whatever the case may be. Again, this has just been a overall theme, I feel like, for most people, and it's so sad because it's like, damn, I get hired help or paid help for my businesses and what I need to do, even though I'm not done with that conversation. But when it comes to family, girl, some people done lost their mind. Some people have lost their mind because it's like, did your mama or grandmama charge you to watch that baby that you charging to watch they baby? Make it make sense. The big mamas are non-existent. We're losing our secret sauce. We're losing it. We're losing it because in what world is it okay for a parent to charge their kid to watch their grandkid? I mean, okay, I get it if you're missing out on work and things of that nature. Of course, certain circumstances are different, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And back to the hired help scenario. The thing is, where I'm at now in life, I have to vet people or be a referral. And if can't nobody refer me to you, I don't want to go to you. And the people that I have been referred to, their work is amazing. But baby, it ain't in girl boo budget just yet, child. Let us hit a year before we start spending like that, like $1,800 on a brand campaign. Good Lord. I understand the investment though. I respect it. But yeah, girl boo budget ain't that big yet for her help, Bookie. We getting there though. But I think that it's sad because it's like, even if you do vet people, unfortunately, I'm in a city full of goddamn scammers. Okay, let me tell y'all. I remember last year I had a photo shoot for my maternity pictures. This was like my second maternity shoot, and I decided to go to a different photographer. Y'all, why did I have to low key like threaten this man in order to get my money back? He just refused to edit two of my pictures, and I paid him an extra $100 for two pictures, and he just refused to edit them. And the day that I had to like, I'm not even gonna say low key. I definitely had to like say, hey, if I don't get that today, my boy, X, Y, and Z gonna have to happen because what do you think this is? He just sent it back. No apologies. No, my bad. I've been waiting for two pictures for a month. A month. I didn't even have the pictures at my baby shower. I almost burst a blood vessel cussing him out because what is this? Like, I don't know. I just feel like when it gets to me with the hired help, I don't have the experience that everyone else does. And that's what pisses me off the most. And honestly hurts my feelings a little bit because it's like, girl, little do you know, I would be your number one customer. Y'all, do y'all know my brother told me I keep her in business? She told me I keep her in business because, yes, like, sis, once we locked in, I'm never leaving you. I've been going to the same nail tech, hairstylist for like my natural hair, quick weaves, esthetician, and I've been getting waxes, facials, detoxes, all kind of stuff, and braider. Well, I've been going to all of them since 2020. My braider I started going to in 2021. But every summer, that's all I wear is braids. So, yeah, like you're literally going to have to say you're retiring or moving out the country for me to not come to you no more because of how many terrible ass situations I have had. And like I said, some of these were referrals. So it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I just have a lot of PTSD right now. I have a lot of PTSD. In the sense of I'm just not trusting, and I know that that's a problem. And like I said, my current struggle, I'm just working on it. I want to trust people more. I want to be able to delegate more. I want people to understand me and my vision and how I see things going. I want that to be my reality. It's just not right now, and it's definitely a problem. I want to have that village where we're all helping each other out. Okay, you got to work late. Let me go pick your baby up from school. Let me go get the baby. Don't even worry about it. Get you some rest. Go home after that. You're going to get off late anyway. The baby can just stay here with my baby. Like, that's the type of time I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on. Like, it's to the point where I don't want to say I'm just like earning for like community, you know? Physical community. I appreciate my digital community and I love you guys so much. But I'm talking about like physical community. My village consumes of all kind of people. Co-workers, friends, um, unofficial friends or family. Um, and that's just what I want to do. Like, let's have something once or twice a month for all the kids. Let's go out of town together. And not even because I mean, let's be honest. Yes, I have her dad. We're both, we both have responsibilities, but it takes more. Like, and that's what I'm saying. The nuclear family structure is so unrealistic because that just tells me that mom is doing everything. Because dad got to work, mom more than likely to stay at home mom. So she's more than likely doing every damn thing herself. Hell no. No, like even with help, I still want the extended family structure. Even with help. And I have like my mom, and it's still not enough. Like some days, yes, it's more than enough, and I'm happy, and I'm like yes, but we all get tired, you know. And I just feel like when you have that extended family, like I saw this Facebook post where this woman said her and her siblings together, I don't know how many siblings it is, but together they all have 8 children. They rotate every other weekend with one of the siblings. Like, oh my God. I was just telling my therapist this morning, like, oh, why can I not just have that? Like, but you know what? She reminded me another one of my current struggles. When you are the generational curse breaker, I don't even know what to say, you guys. Like when you're the person that has to break the generational curses, it's like, because I'm thinking so many things, but I don't feel like they're appropriate to say. So if y'all ever hear me like get super quiet, it's because I'm trying to watch my mouth. I do not need to cuss as much as I cuss, and I'm sorry. My last episode, I'm actually glad it didn't work out because I was listening to it and I was like, ooh, I was throwing the F bomb left and right, like every other word. And I was gonna cuss, girl, so I had to. But no other word came to my mind, so that's why I just got quiet. I just drew a blank. But it's harder. The attack is harder. The blockers are harder. The pushback is harder. It's really not an easy thing, and I just have to keep reminding myself that it's like that old saying, the family you create is always going to be more important than the family you're born into. And it's the truth. And that's why I put so much into my daughter. I pour so much into her. I'm sacrificing so much for her. I'm doing the work now so that when she gets older, she does not have to. That's what it's all about. It's bigger than me. I've been saying that for like the last, I feel like 3, 4 months. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Like this shit that I'm doing right now, I need it to where my kids are not eligible for financial aid. I need it to where I'm able to go back to my old schools and colleges and bless the babies that's coming from single households who don't have money for things. I'm doing this so that I can give scholarships out to the young girls who parents can afford to do nothing but to just send them to school. Like I'm doing all of this. Like it's so much bigger. Like y'all don't even understand. Like it's not just about a podcast. It's not about makeup. It's not about any of this. It is about freedom, but not just for me, for a lot of people. Freedom, choices, education, letting little girls know that they do have a choice. You can make it out. You definitely can, no matter what situation you came from. And it's different for me. I get so emotional about this shit. I get so emotional just thinking about everything I want to do, the impact I want to have on my community. And sometimes I feel like it sucks because I have such strong feelings, but it's just not something I can let go. It's not something I can let go because I know that I can be that. It's just so much bigger, y'all. Y'all don't even understand about some of the stuff I think about, I talk about, I've written down, I talk to God about, because it's not just about me and my family. It's not about being rich, baby. It's just about being prepared, living, freedom. Oh, just all of that. And I mean, when I say freedom, I don't mean just financial. I mean, mentally, physically, spiritually, academically. I don't know, just being free to do whatever you want to do. Like if I want to take 3 months off of from working, I could do that. If I want to send my mom and them to, I don't know, Aruba for a month, I could do that. If I want to say, oh, well, I'm going to sponsor 10 girls with their cheerleading stuff because I was a cheerleader. I had a single mom. She couldn't afford to buy me all those things. She still made it work, but thank God. And thank God to her village that she had to support her at the time. It's so much bigger than me. And like days like this, I hate that I'm just when I can't say I hate it, but I'm just so like emotional about this because I'm so passionate about it. I know the impact and the difference that I can make on girls that look just like me. I know the value that I add to other people's lives. And again, being in this process, this constant state of becoming and just being, you have to go through days like this where you're just struggling. Like, I'm just struggling. I have a lot of different emotions. I'm emotional. I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little angry. Like, this is just a current struggle of mine. Just looking for my team and finding my village and just growing a bomb ass community. Like I want it to be, oh, one of our people, going through hard times, let's all pitch in. Let's go stock up their fridge. Let's go stock up their pantry. Let's go stock up the let's make sure the kids got diapers, they got their school stuff. Back to school shopping. I would love to take some kids back to school shopping. Like y'all don't understand. Like growing up how I grew up, this shit is real. Like it's not a game. It's not for show. It's just not. And I know I'm gonna get there. I know that my village and my community is going to find me. And I think the key takeaway from today is to just keep going. Just keep going. I always think about the saying, or I guess it's a post, where it says something like, you haven't even met all the people that love you yet. And when I tell y'all, anytime I see that saying, I literally get like butterflies. I get like tingly inside because it's true. Like, I don't play about my people, and I am praying for people that don't play about me. I don't want to be the only one putting in effort. I don't want to be the only one coming up with ideas. I don't want to be the only one to lend a helping hand when needed. I don't want to have to show up for you, but you never show up for me because that's literally what majority of my relationships have been thus far. And I am tired. I am tired. Is nothing that I'm willing to put up with anymore. It's definitely a non-negotiable. And I do have to put myself back out there to even get my village, to even attract those type of people. And they're not just gonna find me sitting in the house. I do think me doing this podcast is great because I am going to meet a lot of amazing like-minded women and women who are doing different. I want to meet interesting, different people who, I don't know, just something I've never even heard of. Like, what do you do? Why is that? What is that? I don't know. Just different, just different. Like, not your everyday person. And look at me being picky. Beggars can't be choosy. I'm not begging, but I don't know. I guess I'm feeling like how a lot of women say, or people, period, when they're like they're deprived, and they just mean like they just want to be held, they just want to hug. I am community deprived. I am village deprived. I'm very thankful for the few people that show up for me, but I am in a place where I need more. I need help with things. And I'm not even just necessarily talking about my baby. I'm just talking about in general. Like, girl, I might want to call you and just cry for 20 minutes. Can I do that? Like, is this a safe space? Can I do that? Like, that's just what I want to know. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm dealing with, you know? Like, I want people that's gonna be like, "Oh, what you doing, girl?" I'm like, "Nothing, girl. I'm just sitting here." "Oh, girl, me and little baby AJ, we about to come over there and sit with y'all for a minute. Is that cool?" "Yeah, girl, come on." And maybe, I'm reminiscing on college days, even though, I mean, a lot of those relationships didn't make the cut post college. But I miss those days where, because it was like community. Well, not it was community in college where you can get your hair braided by somebody. You can get now, and I don't want y'all thinking like I'm just saying like free services. That's not what I'm saying. I will gladly pay for anything. But I'm just simply saying in general, it wasn't so hard to, I guess, barter. And in college, we did that a lot, of course. I remember I had a friend, she always did my hair, I always did her makeup, and I always used to give her lashes because my mama used to send me a big box of lashes because they didn't have any when I at the college I was at. Um, and I would just give her lashes, and that was like our little thing. You can go down the hall and get a whole plate. I remember walking in the whole room and got a whole plate of turkey necks, collard greens, something else he made. But and they were so good, falling off the bone, baby. Like, oh, they were so good. But I just miss that. I just miss coming together, spending time together with loved ones, and to be genuine. But again, I know that today is just one of those days I have to get over this, which I will. I did think that it was good that I was feeling this today to talk about this because it has been something that I have just been kind of obsessing over a little bit, and it's just been on my mind constantly. So I'm glad that I did get to talk about this instead of my other topic, because this was just kind of like, I guess, a little snippet of today and just what I'm feeling. My last episode was actually, or the original episode that I filmed and recorded was completely different. The topic was completely different. So I am going to redo that. So I am going to discuss that topic, but I think I want to do it with a guest. I'm also getting my guest list together. Okay. I've been reaching out to people way before this, so to just see all of this come together is just like chef's kiss. But if you are interested in being a guest, be sure to click the link in my bio on Instagram, or you can see it in the show notes on whatever platform you are listening on. YouTube, you can see it in the description box below. Have a forum on there where if you would like to be a guest, or if you want me to talk about a certain topic, or you want advice, whatever the case may be, it's two forms on there that you can fill out. And yeah, do that because I would love to have you. I would love to discuss some of the topics you guys have, give advice, whatever the case may be. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Be sure to let me know in the comments, what does community look like to you guys? What does your village look like to you? How do they show up? What are they doing? What are you doing? Just let me know. Like, what are some tips or something you can give to finding your village or community? Um, and yeah, remember this is a safe space, so you can definitely share whatever you like. And I will see y'all in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.